is a different game, and I wouldn't say he started from the ground floor going up, but there's some discovery for him as well.
That's very much the case. So there are many overwhelming similarities to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Of course, 3-on-3 fighting action, the same kind of super system, tagging in, crazy over the top, super jumping action, but it's also all about a new day. So we've got a bunch of new characters, we've got a bunch of new action, new supers, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to see him fly, a lot of high-flying action. So it looks like it's going to be Justin on the left, playing Morgan, Captain America, and Wolverine, up against Iron Man, Hulk, and Ryu.
Now, of course, there's only 10 characters that are available in this early build of the game. Of course, there's going to be a lot more when it does come out next spring.
That is correct. We're aiming for over 30. It should be some really hot stuff. Yeah, but the 10 so far have kept everyone here very entertained. They're finding all sorts of abusive stuff. We'll see what we can see here. We see Morgan, both of them trying to use these air dashes and flying around and trying to confuse the opponent's block. So you've got to hold away to block, but if the characters are flying so fast you can't tell what side of the screen they're on, that becomes very difficult.
Now, right now, we're still pretty close to the ground, but there are those opportunities in this game where it becomes very, very, very vertical.
Indeed. So everyone's got there it is. We're going to see him popped up right there by Morgan. Air combo straight into the uppercut. And Hulk doing some big damage there against Morgan. And Justin's already in trouble. Here comes Rai. That Hulk, a defensive thing, slams him down onto the ground, and that's going to be the Gamma Wave Super, which catches him off the ground and lifts him right up into the Iron Man beam. Oh, fast flying action there from.
Yes, that was the visceral thrill that I was looking for out of this match.
You can't blink in this game, the action's so fast. That's a hallmark of Marvel 2. We're trying to bring it back in Marvel 3. The game you're looking at is only about 50% finished, if you can believe it.
It's, I mean, graphically, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, in terms of how it's being designed for people to play, how frequently are you tagging out to bring in other characters?
Well, it depends on your style of play, but there's more opportunities for that than there ever were in Marvel 3. So we've got what's called the air exchange system in the air. If you've got somebody launched into the air into a combo, you can hold up, towards, or down and hit the air combo button to tag them out and send one of your teammates in and continue the combo that way. So you have much more flexibility to move freely between your characters.
Now, of course, I've been hearing some stories of some rather remarkable things that were discovered in the course of playing the game here today in terms of really Dr. Doom kind of stepping up and really kind of surprising people.
Yeah, there's been a lot of surprises here so far today. We'll see who the big champions are. We'll see. Basically, one of the interesting things about the tournament is that you're not able currently to select 2 of the same characters, which I should tell everybody listening on the stream, because I actually get that question. Does that mean only one person can pick the character? No, we just haven't got the alternate colors approved for everybody. So once we have alternate color schemes for everybody, you will be able to select 2 of the same characters.
There's 2 green Hulks on the screen, and then I'm suddenly it's downhill from there. I can't make heads or tails.
You don't want to confuse anybody. Now, I must say also, we've got Captain America on the screen. He's got a very tricky command dash, which uses the exchange button on the ground. Nice combo. And that's going to take him out of there.
Yeah.
And then we've run out of the time. And Rai has taken it down. It's going to be 2 out of 3.
Rai takes the first.
All right, Rai up 1.
He is. And this is, just a quick 2 out of 3. And it's a single elimination, so that's very brutal. There's no losing bracket here.
And we
have Iron Man.
Deadpool.
Indeed. He's got a sort of a new look. Both of them are thinking about things here.
Want Dante and Deadpool. There's
Dante called out. The crowd's
It
calling
sounds like
that
as you pick your 3 characters, it is quite dynamic. It can be very strategic, even if you only use one for just a quick special attack.
That is exactly the case. So many characters, they also have assist moves. So even when they're not on screen as your main controlled character, you can call them onto the screen at any time to perform an assist. The assists can really determine the value of a character. If they have a really great move that they can use off screen to come in and help you out, that can create entirely new ways of playing the game and opportunities for the fighting.
Now, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that Justin Wong is playing with Dante right now.
Let's take a look. Yes. He caught it on the nose there.
And I was about to say that Dante's a very powerful character in the game, as he kind of took quite a bit of damage.
He is, but he eats a proton cannon like anybody else. Catches him a little too high. Oh, wow, brings him all the way back to the ground, and that's going to combo straight into the super. Justin Wong already discovering some new stuff about the game. Wow.
Wow, a remarkable string of combos from Justin Wong with Dante.
He is, and also one of the things that people were discussing is, boy, this game doesn't seem quite as fast as Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Does this look fast enough to you, Adam?
Yes, I mean, I believe this game in the right hands, and even not in the right hands, in those hands such as mine, that yeah, there's quick, it's satisfying, and the little I played of it, it's very, very satisfying and visceral.
Yeah, it feels fast, it feels quick, there's crazy action. These guys have only been playing for a few hours. You see some of the stuff they're already capable of. Oh, snaps him right back out of there.
I mean, I have to say, even in this match from the first one, we're already seeing far more stronger combos coming much earlier on in the match.
It is, and that's showing their understanding of the new system. So it's a brand new fighting engine in this game, and
wow.
They're coming up with clever ideas. These guys at this tournament are all about finding ways to abuse the system.
Yes. And that in turn is quite educational for you and everyone else at Capcom to figure out, hold on, we need to be mindful of that when we put it out on the shelf.
That's one of the great things about having a great community and having a great opportunity to speak to them directly is you have the game out here on a location test. So people get a chance to play a game they're excited about in advance, and we get a chance to have great players tell us what's working, what's not.
How surprising have you been with the way that people like Justin Wong and Rai have been, manipulating what's made available in Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Basically, the skills are still here and paying the bills. So I believe the first time Justin played the game, we were offering a T-shirt to anybody who could win 10 in a row. He stepped up and won 10 in a row immediately and had great ideas. He was tricking people who've been playing all day.
T-shirts. That is the great currency of innovation in the video game industry.
It is. Why hire testers when we have T-shirts and a great community? So Rai really has that Hulk combo down. He's doing a quick ground pound, and then by the time he lands, Hulk's Gamma Wave Super is able to pull him back up off the ground, basically creating an earthquake across the ground. Very dangerous. And here comes Wolverine. He's going to... Oh, Hulk survives. We have a thing where you get a last final chance there with that last pixel. Oh, he faked it. And that's another new technique we've seen here just today.
Yeah, he was actually aiming.
That's correct. That's a great observation for anybody who's new to the game. Before, you might have seen Ryu's Shiku Hadouken flying sort of horizontally across the screen. Now you're able to aim it in whatever direction you want, which creates all sorts of new possibilities.
All right, it looks like...
Rai.
Yes, Rai took both of those.
And in the words of our in-house announcer, he got bodied. That's
he got bodied.
Is your body hit the floor pretty
hard?
That's
a term that probably should stay within the fighting game community because if you use that too freewheeling, things may get ugly.
Yeah, well, in the wrong part of town, things could take an interesting turn. Next up, it's going to be Keats. He's the front page administrator of SureYouCan.com, a very popular fighting game site, and he's going to be up against Karasa. These guys both were Final 8 competitors in our Tatsunoko versus Capcom tournament, who've been very interested in Marvel vs. Capcom.
And obviously, there are elements of Tatsunoko versus Capcom that is in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for obvious reasons.
Some of them, yeah. There's some similarities in terms of the control scheme, and but really it's going to be a blend of the new games that we hope is a new thing with some new flavor as well, and of course all the great new characters. From Marvel. There's Deadpool getting busy with an air super. Deadpool is famous for his really beautiful animation and everything else. One of the other new things we've shown off today here is level 3 supers, which have never been seen before.
Yeah, yes, at E3, when we were looking at Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it only got to level 2, which was rather wild and impressive at just that level. But
yes, so now ours don't go quite up to 11, but they do go up to 3. And for instance, we'll see if we can... Oh, look at that, relentless keep away.
Wow.
Just keep him pinned across the screen. That is some cheap stuff right there. I love it.
Wow.
Karasa looks helpless. We'll see if we can find a way in here. But yes, the level 3 supers, the one my favorite is Deadpool's level 3.
And once again, we're seeing that you can aim the beam. Is that difficult? Is it a very subtle movement of the stick?
No, it's once you've basically fired off the super, it's pretty easy to just aim it, hold it in any direction, and you'll catch whoever's in your way. So I hope we have an opportunity to see Dante's level 3 super. That would be really amazing. I don't know if I want to spoil it. We'll see if we get towards the end. Maybe we'll.
Well, I believe we in the previous match saw level 2.
Yes.
And it has to be something bigger than that.
Yes. Oh, it's unbelievable. So we'll see if we can send it directly out to people viewing here today.
Obviously, Deadpool, he has some good range attacks with the guns. Are you trying to strike a nice balance with all of the characters with close range and long range attacks?
No, actually. So what we're doing is you do see some strong distance play. So Deadpool is actually quite dangerous up close. But we have sort of a basic dichotomy that we use on the design side of sort of what we call our giants who want to be up close and in your face. sort of a Hulk smash kind of
Right.
kind of a thing, versus people who fight primarily with like beams and things like that. We saw a nice little exhibition